Hi, this is Lisa Moore with another Hot Topic podcast. This time, the topic will be video games and the impact on social interactions and behavior. Most people that deal with children on a regular basis, parents, daycare providers, teachers, etc., most likely will have an opinion on how children are affected socially, either in a positive or negative way, by playing video games. One of the concerns is that today's video game playing youth may be missing out on close relationships with a best friend that they would spend all their time in telling all their deepest secrets, missing out on experiences that help them develop empathy, understand emotional nuances, and read social cues like facial expressions and body language. Another area of concern when it comes to video games and social interactions is the isolation that kids may spend less time doing homework, reading, sports, and interacting with the family and friends. Some of this may be a social consequence of the gamers spending so much time playing games that they literally don't have the energy to invest in other things, including these important relationships. Quite frankly, the gamer may be irritable and not that great to be around anyways. Then there are the numerous studies on video games and social interaction that place a time frame and age range for the negative or positive effects. For example, most I came across had kids in the range of 10 to 15 years as the age bucket. Playing video games for up to an hour a day was considered beneficial. However, when more than 3 hours a day was spent playing video games, they were classified as less well-adjusted, meaning lower levels of sociability, less friends, had emotional or hyperactivity issues than those kids who spent less time playing video games. Also, many suggest that video games are addictive to kids, and that, like with any addiction, it may increase depression and anxiety levels. Kids addicted to video games may also show signs of social phobias. Now, of course, there's the counter-argument. Video games that would show benefits for social interaction. Some people say that video games can help you succeed in general at life. Probably not the most common opinion to have, but the view taken is that, like anything else, video games come in good and bad varieties. Many of us think of the typical gamer to be either a loner or antisocial, even though that is not often the case. Times have changed, and so have the video games. Researchers in favor of video games point out that gamers usually do not replace their offline social lives with online game playing, but rather it expands them. In fact, among gamers, being a loner is not the norm. From the earliest video games, oftentimes groups of kids would gather in front of a single TV and take turns playing video games or even with each other if they had those types of games. Now, with online multiplayer gaming, users are able to communicate with each other with voice and video chat. In this setting, gaming enables that stereotypically introverted kid to be more social. Although a stretch in my opinion, games that consist of guilds and clans, the socialization with others online can evolve a player into a leadership role. Coordinating schedules of other players to be online at certain times, motivating users towards a goal, and resolving conflict amongst players are all skills learned from playing video games and can be applied in real life. In these virtual social communities, decisions need to be made on the fly about whom to trust, whom to reject, and how to most effectively lead the group towards a common goal. Given these immersive social contexts, we propose that gamers are rapidly learning social skills and pro-social behavior that might generalize to their peer and family relations outside this gaming environment. There is a category of video games called massively multiplayer role-playing games. It also has a very long acronym that I don't know how to pronunciate, but they appeal to mainly male adults and teenagers from a wide variety of backgrounds, with an increasing populations of females as well. These online multiplayer games almost always demand social interactions due to how the game is set up. Most of these types of games require that players interact using text, image, and sound communication. Unfortunately, most of these games, especially ones where character and game world buildup is required, involve participation which requires time commitment from players that may affect real-life activities and, of course, their relationships. The games in this category encourage group interaction and involvement, flexibility, and mastery, resulting in a significant friendship amongst players and personal empowerment. Positive social interaction is extremely important in these types of games because they require many players to cooperate and work as a team at the same time. Additionally, many gamers experience a sense of accomplishment when playing video games that they may not in their everyday lives and may be popular in this gaming community, whereas they may be actually antisocial and awkward in their real life. Earning trophies and achievements and sharing them with friends makes playing and beating games all the more enjoyable and self-rewarding. There are also those who claim that civic engagement and gaming are linking the ability to organize groups and lead like-minded people in social causes, with video games geared towards these specific civic experiences or massive multiplayer online role-playing. However, at the end of the day, it seems that this will be an ever-going argument among educators, parents, caretakers, and peers. Are video games good or bad for social behavior? Parents often worry that participating in video games will give their children poor morals, increase aggression, and decrease sociability. However, some find games to be an effective aid for social interactions, while others respond with decreased social capabilities. Many studies have been conducted and with mixed results. No definite answer has been provided, and the research is highly persuasive. It's up to the children's caregiver to decide what are appropriate games, designate amount of time dedicated to video games either daily or weekly, and to ensure there are plenty of other social outlets for their children besides sitting in front of a TV or computer. With that being said, this is Lisa Moore with a second podcast. Hope you have a great rest of the day.